We're live. Just waiting for the bit rate to come through. Layout 1. Huh. Alright. Cool. Hopefully everyone has had a good day. It's Monday, so if you've been following along, we're on day 3 of building our application from scratch. Last stream was really cool. We were able to get the layout going, learned a little bit about Flexbox, so we'll see what we learn about today. I wanted to check out the forum here real quick. I think I had some responses, and then also we need to check out GitHub. Whoops. Alright, just finished corrections, and here's the new version, the web page, JS Fiddle, the code. Oh, this guy had created a survey form. Yeah, and we were checking it out to begin with. Let's see if he made any changes. Run JS Fiddle, I guess. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Not bad, man. These developers, people that are learning, like not even from college, just in school, is insane. I mean, just on a certification. Yeah, our free code can't language is working. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's just make sure the sound was coming through. Cool. Okay. I wanted to show you guys something too. Did you see this dude? Yeah, this guy, Neil Wu. I watched this video the other day. It was insane. This winning.
Basically, one of the cases is going to get the
winning Facebook Meta Hacker Cup.
number of ones divided.
It's pretty crazy. So he goes through and basically wins it, but he finishes early, and he talks about some of the questions in his thought process. But I think you might like that if you guys are looking for something to watch, some entertainment. All right, hold on. We'll get coding here in a second. Let me just check my GitHub, make sure we don't have any pull requests, any issues, which I doubt we do, because I don't think many people have or are going to contribute at this moment. All right, 726 auth code. Yeah, it doesn't look we have anything. We're on this basic layout branch. Yeah, so there's where we pushed the source yesterday. Router paths, good first issue, all that good stuff. All right, let's get busy. All right, so if you are not up to speed, you can go back and watch the videos, or you can join the Discord community and ask some questions there. But basically, we're just building the layout. We're going to continue picking off from there. And nah, that's localhost 3000, right? Angular? Or is it 4200? Hold on a second. It's not 8000. I still got it. Alright, so we've got basically this is going to be the nav drawer, which it's a little bit too wide, but remember, we're just trying to get started here. And then we have the main content area, what I want to do is I want to go back and make this a little bit shorter, the wrapper there. So I think if we expand div2, you remember the little Flexbox tricks we learned, 1FR, 2FR, let's do 3 and see how that, whoops, see how that affects it. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Slim it up a little bit, and then we can just add our content there. So the other thing that I wanted to stress here, Flexbox, what was it, MDN? Maybe an MDN docs. Learn web development. We're using grids. So what is a grid layout? Grid is a collection of horizontal. Yeah, we know that. Ugh, no. Grid, let's see. Flex grids with FR unit. So that's what we learned yesterday. Yep, 2FR, 3FR, and it created the grid column. Oh, look, you can put gaps. Row gap. Let's see, display grid. Grid template columns. Let's see. Grid auto rows. So if you wish to give implicit grid tracks a size, you can use the grid auto rows or grid auto column property. If you add grid auto rows with a value of 100 px to your CSS, you'll see that those are created rows. Huh. Could we use that to actually extend this viewport though? Look, they even have repeat commands. It's really cool. Alright, so the min-max function, our 100 pixel tall tracks won't be very useful if we add content in those tracks that is taller than the 100 pixels, in which case it would cause an overflow. It might be better to have tracks that are at least 100 pixels tall and can still expand if more content becomes added. A fairly basic fact about the web is that you never really know how big or how tall something is going to be. Additional content or larger font sizes can cause problems with designs that attempt to be pixel perfect in every dimension. The min-max function lets us set a minimum and maximum size for a track. Minimum size is 100 pixels, but the max is auto. Yeah, but can you do that with the column? Grid column start, column end, positioning the grid template areas. Oh wow, look at this. Header, sidebar, content, footer. We'll probably eventually end up nesting the grids, but I mean we can just kind of roll with it for now. I want to see if that viewport. Let's see. Alright, so that's our wimpy component here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. What? Oh, I was about to say, when did they disable inspect? Not good, boys. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's working perfectly. See if we can get in here, check this grid layout out. Map roots, content wrapper, there's our wrapper. That's what we want to mess with. So I want to see if this display grid template columns, and then the wrapper in itself needs to expand basically. Which, I mean, we can make it expand when we put content in it, or we can set a max viewport, which I like to do because you don't want the size changing based off of, like, if you're lazy loading something, or if you have a conditional statement for the components that you're trying to render, you don't want that acting funky in the viewport. So we could do that. It's ng ghost. Close this. Yeah, so wrapper. Good framework. Test your skills. All right, let's go back. I think it's grid, column. I think it was auto. What was it? Swear I seen auto in there. There's our grid column. It was up some. Yeah, grid auto columns. If you add grid auto with the value of 100 to your CSS, you'll see that those created rows are now 100 pixels tall. Let me see. Height. Whoops. Browser looks like it knows what I'm talking about though. Damn. Set the height of the parent. You need to set the parent display property to flex. We know that. To the children. What if we just throw a max height 100% on? Or height 100%? Nothing. It's because there's nothing in it. There's our router outlet. I don't know, guys. I think I'm just going to roll with it. Oh, no. Oh. You know those phone calls you get where it just... You don't know if it's going to be a good one or not. Alright, we're moving on. Display grid, columns repeat, grid auto rows. I mean, this is really simple, right? We could use media queries if we wanted to, but I don't... Damn it. I just want to pull this viewport down and have it stay, right? I don't want to do anything like overly complicated. Responsive web. Alright, precursor responsive design. Creating a non-resizable web page by setting a fixed width doesn't work. Well, there we go. That leads to scroll bars, narrow devices, and too much empty space on wide screens. Responsive web design isn't a separate technology, it is an approach. Yes. Yeah, but dude, I should be able to just... I should just be able to set a size on this wrapper, dude. Oh my god, I think I know what the issue is. Oh. Hey, I have a random and funny question. Alright, what's up? What's your question? And thank you for the follow. Okay, so the bar here is... Okay, so when we set it to auto... Okay. What's your question? the viewport, when we set it to auto, or not auto, but 100%. When we set it to 100%, the reason that it wasn't showing is because there was nothing in it, right? So let me go back here. How do you switch tab shortcut? All right. Whatever. Add YouTube link, basic layout. I'm just gonna add a quick for different. Alright, we're just going to use a fixed height for now. That way we don't I don't want to get too in depth right now with the whole design thing, right? Alright, so if you could choose, you want to get to go to prank, do it. What? I've never thought about that. I don't know. Who would you choose? I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I've never thought about that question before. No, what about Mr. Beast? That'd be pretty good, right? Okay, so viewport, we got that taken care of. All right, I'm just gonna put a height on it. I don't know. He's got a good. I don't know. I guess it just would be funny. I don't know. I've never been asked that question before. It's such a funny question. Alright, so let's add a height to the wrapper. I'm just going to do probably 6. Nah. Man, it's like I can't even code on this Mac. Height. Let's do 600 pixels. Or, you know what? Let's just do 100%. How about that? And then any components that would load into the... Is he still doing as many shows and music as he used to? Yeah, we're gonna leave it at 100. Let's check that. All right, we're good. All right, let's move on. Basic layout. I like that. Maybe we should add some color to it. Let me just... Damn, I gotta use the other browser. Hold on. I'm about to pull this hex code. Not Spotify. Why is it asking me to sign in? What do you listen to him a lot? What's your favorite song? Okay, so I really love this just kind of spacey background here. Trying to look. Overflow hidden. It's got a width. Transition. It's a RGB. It's fine too. 30, 30, 45. We don't want the wrapper to be that. 30, 30, 45. Is that what I said? Background. RGB. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. No, no, no. 30, 30, 30, 45. Let's see if I still got it. I don't think that makes saved. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And then what we'll do is we'll set our color on the div 1. All of our colors, we can just default them to white right now, just for any text. How many people have you asked that question to? Have you ever had any weird responses? Usually I get a like a coding question or something. I never get those types. Okay. So all I needed from there. Okay, I like that. That looks really good. And then we'll just load modules in here. Let's set some margin on it, which I don't really want to set too much margin on this thing. We can do 10 pixel margin, right? Or just 5. Let's do 5 pixel margin. We'll do it on div 2 just to kind of... And then... Oh no. I'm trying to do padding. Yeah, we'll leave that be for now, because the modules we load will determine component.ts. Okay. Alright, so we got our title, HTML here. I think that's enough to push some code up, really. I mean, what did the... I like a nav on the left and the top bar on top. I think that would be a good start. Here's an example of a site that looks simple, highlighted in red. Yeah, so the only thing now is that top bar. Is this a thing? Okay. Such a weird combination to switch tabs. So we're just missing that header piece, right? Yeah. How do they have this? Oh wow, that's challenging. So the it goes up. Basic layout. What's up, Enjoy to Live? How's it going? Did you have a good day, man? So I like the nav on the left and the bar on top. I mean, we can add that in later. We're literally just starting simple, dude. Like, it doesn't have to be complicated, right? and then the modules will load. Once we pull in the modules, that'll be the nav bar, and then this will be the area where you basically see everything. So I think that's fine. The padding around the wrapper has to go though. Where's that margin? What is that? Is it display grid? What was the floats grid Flexbox? I was gonna show you something in Enjoy to Live. I showed it at the beginning, but dude, you've got to see this. This guy right here crushes it, dude. I'll post it in the. Have you seen this? Oh damn, I can't. Anyway, you can look it up from there, but you should check this out. This guy it reminds me of when me and Dogeek would do the, what was it, coding game? Is that still a thing? Yeah, coding game. It reminds me of those type questions, but wait. No, they must have changed this. There was a site we used to live stream where we would do different coding challenges. That was pretty cool. So yeah, it is. It's just so tough, man. It's like you have to think so quick. I was gonna do. Oh yeah. Flex grid padding. Let's see, display grid. Yeah, it was Clash of Code, I think. Was that it? Wait, but this is still coding game. But yeah, this is it. I don't even have my login. Yeah, that was it. That was pretty cool. It gets kind of tough, but all right, grid template. So I'm just looking for the padding around this thing because I don't see this outside padding. Oh, there it is. It's on the body. It's the margin. It's the margin on the body, I bet. Index style. Damn, boy, they don't make them like they used to. All right, cool. And then all the content will kind of just flow in below. Nav bar, header, and then we can display the content. We can either have this be a header, just like the screenshot here, and we can make another item here just to show the port, and then we'll set a max height. I wonder what max height they have on the because I really like that. Oh my god. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm using grid. I don't know if it's a let me show you what I'm trying to do here. So I'm using grid, and then here it is right here, M-Henderson, tenant buddy, issues. It's the number one issue. And basically I'm just trying to, I just want to do this basic layout right here with the nav on the side, which I've pretty much got that, and then the header here and then in the middle is where we'll output with our router, and then any components that the router conjures up will just display there in this main area. And I thought, I was looking, and it seems like grid would be the best option, and you can tell me if you think this is if you think there's a better option within Flexbox. But grid just seemed really simple, and I want this layout to stay the same as whoever the user navigates throughout the application, right? And that's why I used grid. It just seems pretty straightforward and kind of how we wanted it. But we can always go and change that, right? Like, that's why I made this GitHub for you guys or whoever, who they may come in here and say, hey, this is a better option, and then get involved or whatever. But anyway, so the nav needs to stretch, and that was another thing. Is I guess we can use media queries, but you see how this application here, this is one that I use a lot, but you see how it has this nav here, and I wonder if they're using media queries with transition, position fix. Like, how are they stretching it, right? Oh, display flex, probably. Display flex and then flex direction column, right? Is probably what they're doing. But if I could, I would love that nav just to pull down, right? Like all the way. It's got to be a display flex and then a column. So learning as we go, but I thought it would be fun to just build an application just to kind of get back into everything. And I wanted what I thought of was like a tenant management system. So just an application that a landlord could use to add tenants, keep up with their renters and stuff like that. I did it one time back in 2018. I did that, and there were a lot of people that wanted to contribute, and like they wanted to build a customer facing portal, and they wanted to keep up with like how much cash flow they were bringing in from real estate, and they wanted to add their tenants and then all the information about them, last time they called about something, if they had an issue, stuff like that. And I figured, instead of like, how discourse, if you're not familiar, discourse is an open source forum software, basically. And when a company wants to use it, or a person wants to use it, they just pull the source code and they get it up and running. So I figured we could do something like that. And then if a real estate company has like an IT person that wants to use Tenant Buddy as a solution, which we don't have to use that name, it's kind of lame, but if they want to use that to manage the tenants, they could do that. But I figured it'd be fun just to start there and get something going, throw some code around. But that's pretty much the basic idea. And that's the goal for the project, is to give people something easy to contribute to if they want to, and then just something we can build pretty, I would say quickly, but swiftly, and to kind of get back into motion, like I said. So yeah. I mean, what do you think, Enjoy to Live? Is that kind of, I don't know. Let's see, engine content. Yeah. It is. I don't know. It kind of just pulled together at one point. And I think just giving people an opportunity, like when we built the first iteration, it was a lot of people wanted to just contribute, right? Like this good first issue tag, Do you remember the Hacktoberfest stuff? I've got like 3 or 4 shirts from them where you could contribute on GitHub. Like it was back when people they had never really used GitHub, didn't really know what it was, especially beginners starting out. And it was when you help people and you just kind of you teach them something new, even if it's something small, and you make them feel like they're a part of something and what they do matters, then it really gives them a lot of incentive just to have fun and learn something new themselves. And I think that's what helped along the way doing that. Oh, really? Do you remember, DigitalOcean did a video with me in it one time. And then I think I had a picture, if you go look at the Discord messages, me and you, they followed me on Twitch one time too. I lost all those accounts. Like I don't even have the account or nothing, but it is what it is. It's okay. So I'm gonna stretch this. Some ideas. Oh man, thank you. How to align an element to bottom. I guess it'd be the Flexbox tab, right? Just simple examples, specifying the elements, layout, space. Alright, so it's children's become flex items. So if we go over to the app component, this wrapper here, I wonder if I need to throw this in a container. That way we can stretch the column. Yeah. What about so it's unfortunate how DigitalOcean focus kind of shifted away. They killed nice community projects like CSS Tricks. What do you mean? I didn't hear about that. I know they changed a lot. I used to run all kinds of projects on DigitalOcean. I don't host anything on there anymore. So let's recap what's happening here. Adding a display value of flex to an element makes it a flex container. So does that mean I add flex to the wrapper? The container is displayed as a block level content. What is block level content? In CSS, content that participates in block layout is called block level content. In a block layout, boxes are laid out one after the other vertically, beginning at the top of a containing block. So adding the display value of flex to makes it a flex container. Here we go. I'll start columns or rows. Flexbox children are laid out in. By default, this is set to row, which causes them to be laid out in a row in the direction your browser's default language supports. Column. Much like they were before. Alright, let's just play around with it. How about that? So we just have these this div in the container right here. Div1, split this right. Alright, div1, display flex. Let's try to do that in the browser first. Where you at? Where you at? Here you are. Flex. So flex direction column. Don't really do anything. I'm trying to pull that nav down. It's probably really simple too. Justify content around. Display flex. Flex flow. We first use flex 1 to 100 pixels to effectively give it a minimum height of 100 pixels. Then we set its children. Guess we could do that. What did they have on my thing here? Display flex column. Oh my god. Alright. They're actually using Angular for this site too. Oh, I think it's auto. What is flex auto? Alright. Flex grade property is specified in a single number. So this property specifies how much of the remaining space in the flex container should be assigned to the item. Remaining space is the size of the flex container minus the size of all flex items. Flex grow is used alongside the one property. Well, DigitalOcean saw the success Hacktoberfest had and decided to acquire websites that taught programming like CSS Tricks. Oh dang, dude! So they just bought them and killed them. Wow. So what happens when we add flex grow? Damn. I know what I'm trying to do is simple, but when I figure out how to do it, um, height. There's a minimum height. I just want it to fill the container. Dang, man, that's crazy. I didn't know all that happened. I'm just trying to stretch this container, man. That's it. I know it's something small. There we go. Let's see. Div class wrapper. Should these be flex items? Div 1. This is the nav bar, though. I'll just set the height manually. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Because 100% display flex. Let me try something. Display flex, use align item stretch. Let's go check that out. So I noticed Twitch has a software and game development category now. I had no idea. That's new. I think we always used to stream in just chatting, or I think it was like science and technology. Align item stretch. Stretch. Where's it at? Here it is. If the items are smaller than the alignment container, auto size items will be equally enlarged to fill the container. No way. How does that have to be used, though? Align item stretch, yeah. So they have a container. Let's see. Which is basically our wrapper, right? Container, flex 1. Yeah, I read up on Kick a little bit. So Twitch it's good to know they're giving creators more now. Or I know last time when I would stream, like when people would donate or give any bits or subscribe or anything like that, dude, they took I want to say it was half. So, which was a lot, you know. I mean, you have people making content for their site. It just was crazy. Display flex align item stretch. Denial. God, 75%. I mean, 75%. Jeez. I know YouTube Shorts. I think they're at I think it's 50%. But still, dude, 75. My God. Alright, we're going to figure out how to stretch this thing. So they have a container that has display flex on it and the flex direction. So let's try to do that to our wrapper. So we'll do display flex, flex. I don't know if you can do this to a grid though. I don't know if we can flex a grid like this, but we're about to find out. Oh no. Oh shoot. Yeah, I used to get banned or in trouble for that. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I know I could do. Did you hear that? I know that I could do YouTube, I could stream to there, X, and then obviously Twitch, right? Okay, so that does work, by the way. My bad, dude. Damn, man, that's on stream. Oh well, it is what it is. Display flex, flex direction, column. Alright, let's just do display flex, I guess. This is my problem with I've been a back-end developer for so long that I don't know how to do CSS, but we're about to learn this. I don't care how many streams it takes, dude. We're about to we got to get good at this if we're going to be a good developer all the way around. So alright, so we got a wrapper. Maybe I should not have went with the grid. I don't know. Kind of regretting it. Let's see. Alright, so here's where we're at. I want to flex these items down. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. I'm just not Googling enough. To make Flexbox children 100% high of their parent, you need to set the parent's display property to flex. Okay. To make the children 100% width with speed of the parent, use the width 100%. Huh. Yeah, dude. I hear so many people talk about tailwind. I'll have to look into that for sure. Really, what I used to do instead of vanilla CSS is just use like Angular material. Alright, font weight, margin bottom, card, display flags, and center. Let's see. God, dude, I'm all over the place. Let's see. So container. We can display flex. Maybe that will not. Maybe that won't mess up the. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't mess with the wrapper. I think that's what I needed to do. Oh, dude, I gotta, at some point, I gotta get the Discord set up. But I guess, like with fun channels, news, stuff like that, just revolved around coding, I think that would be fun for people who join or, who go to it or whatever. I don't know. I gotta do that at some point. Alright, so here we go. Refresh this. Let me make sure I got a clean build. Alright, display flex. And then I think what I do is on div 1, flex direction column. Okay. I don't even know if that worked. Yeah, it did. Flex direction column. Everyone's saying align self-stretch. Stretch, but since you've changed the center, your divider has no content. Where's stretch? He just said, oh, align self-stretch. Oh my god. So... that's not working. Display flex, align item stretch. So that's the column, but what is it hung up on? I've got to see why it's doing that. And I think you may be right with the grid issue here. Maybe I shouldn't have chose grid to go with this because it's just I'm getting hung up on figuring this out. But we're gonna figure it out though. Don't worry. We're gonna figure it out eventually. This is good. This is good. That's why you never underestimate the CSS guy that's on your team. They can work wonders. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a good point, Enjoy to Live. Alright, well, I'm not gonna I mean, I don't really want to push any bits up to the GitHub. So, alright, we've been live an hour now. I'm going to end it there. And I'll figure out what I'll do is, if I'm at work and I get free time, I'll look and see, maybe look into just using Flex for the layout. And then I guess, like you said, if we have to use grid, we can use it, but it seems like grid just has more constraints, right? So that could be an issue. I think that's what you were talking about to begin with. But anyway, I'm going to end it right there. Thanks for joining the stream. And I haven't come up with a stream schedule yet, but I'm working on it. Keeping them short and sweet for now. Little progress and consistency along the way. Don't want to get burnt out again, waking up at 3 in the morning and streaming for 3 hours before I go to work and code all day. But anyway, alright dude, I'll catch you later. Have a good one.